been thinking about how we would sell the stars if we could, and we'll do just that. Hello, glorious misfits, and welcome into another episode. Well, it's not much of an episode anymore. I don't know what this is anymore because I'm at the fucking infirmary. I actually never visited this place before. I only heard stories from Ivan and Kate. This place does feel friendly and welcoming, and it has a scent that reminds me of gardens that are taken care of frequently and filled with flowers, and that the summer sun and pleasant heat upon softly onto the fields and its contents. But one thing I learned from the mission I had, it's that ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. We become ruthless to have some mercy upon ourselves, because at the end of the day, we are all mortal. We are all limited to a certain amount of time, and I'm pretty glad that my time wasn't cut short on that mission. Pride is a damn soul in distress, and I fell for the trap. I held too much pride, and it got me injured. It got me into shit, and now I'm injured. I really went too far. I should have listened to my head instead of my instincts. That's the problem with me. I sometimes don't follow my head, but instead I follow my gut like an idiot. I'm an idiot. A giant idiot. Anyways, I got a little poem I made. Here it goes. The starlight. It was store-bought long ago, and it was handed around like a chew toy. The starlight that once shined like diamonds now shines like a dirty spoon. The store doesn't remember who bought it first, and it doesn't remember who will buy it last. It only remembers who came to sell it the day before. The store-bought starlight. I once thought that it was vulnerable, like a safe with money and fame, but I fear it isn't like that any longer. People bent it, broke it, and attempted to fix it. But it's no longer the same. It's lowered in quality and didn't shine the same. I wonder if it could shine like gold like it did. I try to look into its past, but I can only look into its future. The store-bought starlight's future doesn't seem so bright anymore. I hope you like it. I made it like a few days ago, before I went on that forsaken mission. I do sometimes think, when does the comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man become a monster? When does a ripple become a tidal wave? When does the reason become the blame? When does a man become a monster? Forgive me, I probably asked too many questions, but it haunts my head. But it's not like I no longer dream, only nightmares of those who've died. Their deaths do haunt me sometimes. People being hanged, beheaded, generally executed. I fail to count it on my fingers. The stories are endless. I know that you're tired. That I'm tired of war and bloodshed. Tell me, is this how we're supposed to live? Is our entire existence as humans just bloodshed and war? That's what we're made for. Or people are just idiots. I shouldn't think that. I should greet our world with open arms. This life will be amazing. If one day when we'll greet it with open arms, whenever we'll face, we'll be fine if we're leading from the heart or the brain. No matter the place, we can light up the world. Here's how to start to greet the world with open arms. I need to greet the world with open arms. That's it for now. See you next time, glorious misfits. We all are monsters inside. Some of us are just better at hiding it. Man speaks of virtue, yet craves power. He condemns evil, yet justifies his own sins. The greatest crimes are not committed by villains, but those who believe themselves to be righteous. A man who is convinced of his own virtue will justify any cruelty, any betrayal. And he who is so far more dangerous than the one who knows what he is. Nothing is easier than denounce that evildoer, isn't it? Nothing is more difficult than to understand him. The line between good and evil does not run between nations and classes. It runs between all and every human heart. Do not trust the man who boasts of his goodness, because it's all a lie. It was all a lie. Hi, glorious misfits. Long story short, one of the members of the Enchanted Phoenix Underground Society gave me a notebook that he wrote about each member of the society. It was a little strange because a mention of somebody named Redacted is mentioned in like every page or every 2 pages. It was so strange. Alright, yours, let's listen closely. It is very strange what I just explained, but ask yourself, inside your little minds, what do you live for? What do you try for? What do you wish for? What do you fight for? Think about it a few times, for a half minute, and tell me, why hide one's identity for so long? It doesn't seem reasonable, does it? Sometimes I wonder if I'll find bliss in ignorance, or less I'll hear the less you'll say. You'll find that out anyway, won't you? All this violence makes a statement. It makes a statement that will get you off your little high chair. Is all this information for using it to stab us behind our back? You know what? It's time for a revolution to be announced to the radio, televised to the country. You picked a fight at the right time with the wrong guy. You stood there and kept your little information safe. But where were you at the time? You were in your office the entire time, making sure our work was made properly. But did you do anything to actually help us? Maybe when you first started the underground society, but now you're corrupted. Corrupted! The audience is not dumb. Shape the stories how you want, but I'll make sure to tell the truth. How many ops did you really get? I mean, it's too many options. So come out and give the audience what they want. A fight. I'ma do my stuff while you're trolling like a bitch. Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord. Probably it's a name I know. With the shit I saw you do over time. I know I've been months by now. Months in the underground society. You won't have the perfect image you once had before, so quite opposite. Tell me, what do we fight for? What do we fight for? For now? Was our mission just fluff? Tell me! You know what? I should keep quiet for some time. A revolution can wait a while. I should enjoy the quiet moments more, hold on to the fragile silence, where it can be a gelatin hymn to my heart. And now onto our poetry. Oh, round and round we go, holding on to the pain that we gained along the way, driven by our egos and feelings untold, spinning our own versions of the past and twisting it to our heart's content. How much I wished for another, better, happier, brighter future. Here I am at the gate, I stand, watching the future I could have had from the present. Dear old times, I've made up my mind about what happened, and I regret everything. Every second I could have done something different, only if I wasn't so nearsighted. All round and round we went around the rosemary. Something feels off here. I see fire but there's no smoke. The field is burning but the smoke is non-existent. Round and round we go, holding onto the pain of our past, driven by fire with no smoke, driven by ego, driven by the heaven that we watch from hell. Round and round we go to the rosemary. I hope you enjoy that. Seriously, why do I bother? This feels like an endless cycle. I need to break the cycle of misfortune. It truly feels like I'm a misfit, an outcast that doesn't understand shit. I feel so out of place in this world. Like, like, why don't I get that happy ending? Why do I keep complaining about my problems? I don't get what's wrong. I don't know what's going on to happen to us. I don't know what's going to happen to us. I don't know what's going to happen to the underground society. But if I want to be happier, to fit in, to not be an outcast, I have to try. I have to try to fit in. But to fit in, don't I have to stand out? I don't understand anything about me, about that scene kid, Michael, about barely anyone in the underground society, or anyone anymore at this point. I don't know how long I'm going to be like this. All I know that I'm here, that I'm alive, and I'm not alone. And I think that's good. That's the good part. Because emotions are humanity's fatal disease, and we're all dying. A fatal flaw in all of us. And I would need to accept myself. And if I can't accept things I don't understand, then I'll spend my life questioning everything. Then I'll have to live my life in my own head, and I don't like being that way anymore. Not anymore. If I truly want to help people out and solve justice, then I got to better myself as a person. I got to become the person I want to be to other people. I have to become who I wish to be. And that's going to be an adventure on its own. You know what? You know what? Thank you for listening, Glorious Misfit, and see you next time. But I think I just need some time by myself. I think the truth is that everyone in the entire world is confused, and nobody understands much of anything at all. And fortunately for us, I'm excellent at faking being okay with things, even when inside my brain there is a tiny screaming gnome who is definitely not okay. Hi, Glorious Misfits, and welcome to another episode. I think I must explain myself. So basically, the notebook that Yvonne showed me spread like wildfire, and it was mostly because of Kate. Now everyone, or Kate and Yvonne at least, are trying to form a revolution, a protest. I was a little hesitant at first, but eventually I caved in and agreed to sign the petition. They had to see if the majority agreed that using the notebook was a waste of time, and that it's very suspicious, which I agree with a lot. But holy fuck! This isn't like weeks at this point. They have been disastrous. People going around with paperwork, muffled yelling, arguing, a truth, hide and seek, like nobody is honest, nobody is real. You can't trust anyone or anything. There comes a point, though, when you and I can't keep looking after each other or other people anymore. You and I have to start looking after ourselves. Is this the point I'll start looking after myself as well? Because everything is shit currently, and I can't stand being around people. I sometimes wonder, can you fake it for just one more show, right? And what do you want? What do you want? You'll probably say, I wanna change, or I wanna make the world a better place. But look what you got, the polar opposite of what you wanted. Guess what? The world is doomed. And to make it better, to make it righteous, adjust again, you'll have to fight. Fight. Glorious misfit. Show the audience what they want. Don't be ashamed. anyways, let's get into our little poetry corner, don't we? Nothing left but a feeling in there somewhere, deep inside the hole of the world. Nothing left but a feeling in my toes, even though they're buried in the sand. When I watch the clock, I hope it eventually will strike the hour I will get home. When I get home, I'm gonna love you so well. Please get me out of the depths of hell. It feels like the sun in the depths of summer. I try to look back, but you aren't there. Please don't walk behind me, I won't be able to stop. Please don't walk in front of me, I won't be able to catch up. Please just walk beside me, because your scent reminds me of the autumn breeze of yesterday and the scent I will hope to smell in the future. I'll break your bones with all the love I carry. I'll break your heart with all the hatred I carry, because emotions are humanity's fatal disease, and we're all dying. Nothing left but other than feelings deep inside the hole of the world. Nothing left other than the sand that is covering my toes and the breeze that is flowing through my hair as I stare into oblivion, smelling the autumn breeze from yesterday. I hope you enjoyed that, glorious misfit. I really do hope you did. Don't I say that like every episode now? Isn't it making you bored? I hope not. I really do hope that it doesn't make you bored. Anyhow, I don't have much to update. I did recently got weird sensation through my body, and my mind has been in shambles. Other than that, nothing. I think I don't think it's worth telling yet. See you next episode, glorious misfits. Good afternoon. I don't think about my day. No, my week getting worse. Like at the start of the week, even last week, there was the entire scandal with the founder of the society. Now, I am at a crossroad, a mission. My second mission, spying on enemies. Don't worry, they aren't hearing me. Pinky promise. I'm pretty far from where they are, so I can talk pretty freely about this. I'm basically at an alleyway, pretty far from the people I'm watching. They seem so boring, though. Like, I think I heard them talk for a brief moment, and they were talking about their hear me outs. One of them was Sabrina Carpenter. I'm I'm sorry, but Sabrina Carpenter is not a hear me out. She's a singer. Of course people will want the fuck her. Holy fuck. An absurd amount of time since this entire story began. It just passes by me again and again and again. Now, this place I'm in is no utopia, much less the future I imagined. I imagined a brighter future for myself, but yet I'm here. Also, I want to ask you something, glorious misfit. just stay by me. Just stay by my side until I start to disgust you, even if it's stupid. This won't happen again, and I just want to live in the moment. That's all. you know, you know, when it comes to these stories with no salvation, I find myself fascinated by those fleeting ideas, even though I still can't bring myself to share my troubles. The troubles that happen behind the curtains, to open my heart up. You know what? I just thought on how selfish I am, and I sounded really stupid. But still, if I'm stuck struggling here at the bottom of my dreams, I rather consume this night whole. For all I'm worth, the entire scandal is making me feel exhausted, tired even. It's almost like somebody wants me to snap into something I'm not. Maybe I should take a break, or an angel would arrive to save me. Someone once said that everyone had a role to play in this world we live in, compensating for one another's incapacities, complementing one another. If that's the way things are, there must be somebody who can fill in the blanks of my role for me. That somebody. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, that somebody? Someone told somebody else, this is the part you're supposed to play, and these are the words of love, and everybody lives like this. It's an endless conversation. I was so delighted to see the pleased faces you made that I played my role desperately. So much that I had forgotten to breathe. if I could have but a single wish fulfilled. It'd be a desire to finally end this joke of a play. I'm sick of it. In the end, everybody says true desperately to the ugly roles we all pressured into playing. I wish nobody would have to put on a mask to be liked. My colors became vague without being graded into black or white. Inhale and exhale. It's almost as if I'm dead, but in reality, if no one listens, I'm just about alive as I say that I don't care what happens anymore. That I don't have a single drop of fear. But is that a factor or just false advertisement? But the only thing I know is the end. But the evening sun sinking below the horizon. But that's fine. If you turn to ash and disappear. Before we swallowed by the figure that quietly went insane, with neither a zero or an end. The countless eyes in my head blabber, going on and on and on. Oh, just shut up. Other than that, these assholes are pretty boring with little information here and there, but nothing too important that the Phoenix Underground Society would find intriguing, but things I would find intriguing. So see you next time, glorious misfits. I am at the edge and I look down. It's far. It's calling me. Nature will run its course. I'm left to pawn you off. I should probably quit fucking around. There's no time left to kill. If I could rewrite the universe, I would put care in every word, across space and time. Versions of me are chasing what I can't achieve. So tell me why I should believe that I could be free. You know mind over matter is a pointless turn of freeze. My composure is scattered. I can't keep track of the days. Time is like a broken compass, misdirecting me to space. To you, I am just a crosshair. To some people, I am a soldier. But in reality, I'm nobody's soldier. I'm just a child, trying to live. And I might just be a feather being drifted into air. You know what? Waiting drives you crazy. Waiting drives you nuts. I am just a voice. I am just a voice on a radio, wishing for the stars to hang around me and acknowledge me as more than just a voice. I am a person, I think. Anyways, have you confused a dream with life or selling something when you have the cash? Have you been blue? I thought your train was moving while sitting still. Well, maybe I was just crazy. Or it just me. It was me being hunted by something or someone. Or maybe I was just a girl interrupted. Not just by the other underground societies, but also who I became today, looking back on who I was before this disbelief became. Because if the current me would be back there, I would probably been crazy now, but crazy isn't just walking or swallowing a dark secret. It's you and me amplified. It's like when you told the lie and enjoyed it, or you wished you could be a child forever. Which is completely impossible if you ask me, and I probably sound insane at the moment, which probably means a lot as someone and as a living, breathing being, which sometimes make me question, am I truly human? Are there any mythical creatures like dragons and hydras? If there is, I don't want to sound crazy, but it will be interesting to encounter one. That sounds impossible. It's not like I can grab hold of something. I can see these fantasies even if I want to, and even this spinning world, it has no meaning. Surely not a tomorrow will come, even for someone like me. That definitely sounds reasonable. We spent our life not realizing that the sky we live under is so very black. You don't know what will happen to you, and for now, I am in control of what is happening for the both of us. So be warned and beware. An anthem of death sings out a cry. Raise your guard and cry for help, but no one is coming. No one is coming to help you. I'll walk through fire and straight to hell just to tell you your doomsday is coming. Your doomsday is calling your name. Betrayal breeds revenge. You sought out your own end, and I'll make that reality. Waste your last amends. You've spent your life condemned to your cursed doomsday. A countdown to revolution. I'll throw to the wolves and watch your hope dissolve. The crows are calling for disaster. A twisted happy ever after to behold, watching as hell rains from the skies, an angel of death standing on high, a warrior beneath in the enemy lines. You we once trusted, one trusted, but trust fades like ashes in the air. You are all out of luck and all out of time, but with nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. So lift your head and face your demise. Your demise is around the corner. I'll make you live through the pressure. I'll make you live through the pain. I'll sacrifice you for everything. still dying in the sun, or as the sun rises and the clouds turn white. Your doomsday is waiting. Don't make it impatient, because your time will be quite short. Hey, glorious misfits. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well, because I have some things to share. So the mission I went on a while ago, in episode 13 I think, so that lasted quite a while because I decided to hunt down somebody. It doesn't matter who I had to hunt down. It doesn't matter why I did what I did. The only thing that matters is that I finished what I have begun, and I have gotten my goal. Am I clear? Besides, I think back to when life was good. I was content. But it's been so many months, I can't remember how it feels. It's a shame that I did something I shouldn't. But at the same time, I've got no respect for bullies, and I'm surrounded by them. I'm surrounded by those who impose their will. I've seen plenty enough to truly understand this kind of filth. I want to teach the dogs of human society a lesson in front of all of their kind. I am conflicted. Nothing justifies my actions, yet nothing justifies the other side's actions as well. The mission became less about who and why, and more about finishing what I have started. There is a certain gravity in unresolved tasks. It pulls you, gnaws at your cautiousness. I had to see it through, not just for closure, but to reclaim a piece of myself I thought I'd lost, which I'm hoping to regain slowly. But every day it becomes more apparent that I'm going insane, or I'm out of my mind mentally. It's striking how missions can leave scars long after they end. For me, it's mostly the first mission I went on, because I know it won't be the last one that I will encounter things like that. We both know it, glorious misfits. And we both know that I have been through enough, but we also know this won't be the end, that I have a lot more to encounter. I also forgot to mention, I had an odd dream recently. I have been experiencing a few odd dreams recently, but this one stuck to me. The dream started when I got off a bus and started roaming in an empty parking lot. It did have some vehicles, but there were zero signs of human life. The parking lot was also surrounded by a desert. I remember walking to a car, which I suppose was mine in the dream. When I entered the car, I looked to the back seat and saw a body. I had no idea if the body was dead or alive. I don't know if I should call it a body or a person, but I do recognize the person from my past, from Smear Falls. He was one of my teachers, which I had an odd feeling about for a long time. Even now I have an odd feeling about him. I can't confirm if he's dead or alive on my first mission. The mission that brought down Smear Falls and raised back to the dream. When I removed my focus from the person, I started driving. I ended up in a forest, but I didn't stop. I drove off the edge of a cliff. There was the forest. Which I could only assume was the forest located on a mountain, when I drove, I crashed at the bottom, but that isn't the end. The crash played over and over again, driving off the edge and falling down, and nobody's stopping you, even though there is somebody beside you or behind you in that matter. I don't know what the dream meant, but I know it will be important somehow. I just don't know how. But otherwise, do I got anything to say or mention? No, not anything I can mention, because there are things that are meant to be secret. But anyhow, we got to part ways for now. I think I will see you next week on the same day, at the same time, like always. I hope I will mention that what I want to mention, but I don't got enough time. I don't got enough space. I can't. You won't understand what I can't mention, because it will reveal things. It will reveal things that will cause harm if somebody from the opposite side can take advantage of. But for now, I'll live with the fog inside my head ever since the dream and the desire to live onwards without fear. Until we meet again, glorious misfits. We will meet in a sunny day. The sun will be shining and it will be cloudless. I will miss you. For now, goodbye. Star Child. Oh, Star Child, are you listening? I am watching. I know that the universe is inside your bones. I know the stars fill up your soul. I admire you from afar, from a more distant place, but I'm always watching. I'm watching you become the brightest star of the universe, because I know your voice is still a sound. It's still a sound, even around no one. I know that time is elastic, and I know when I go, all my particles disband and disperse, and I'll be back in the poles, and I know none of this will matter in the long run. Wait, shit! I'm sorry for the confusion, glorious misfits. I didn't mean to confuse you. You weren't meant to hear that. I forgot I turned on the radio. well, well, my speech was, it's hard to explain. I just know this one person. He's like the moon. A part of him is always hidden, deep down in his soul. But that doesn't currently matter. Just know we are not alone. We are not alone. We got someone on our tail. They might be listening. They might be watching. They might be trying to reach out to send a warning. It's like a billboard that said, "The end is near," and I turned around and there was nothing there. Yeah, I guess the end is here currently, but possibly soon there will be something. But am I afraid of disappearing? No. I am not afraid to disappear because I know it'd be for a good cause, even though the mastermind of our cause is rotten from the inside. I know I can't be saved, the glorious misfits. You probably know it as well, so listen carefully. I might be gone for a bit if I don't solve this as soon as possible. I will be doing things from behind the curtains, hidden deep in the theater that we play. And you, glorious misfit, you will be shocked when I will open the curtains again. The mastermind has made his choice. I wonder if he regrets it yet. And we all know it now. I can't reveal much, but we are planning something big. And you all, even you, glorious misfit, will play my game. I don't want anyone to listen to this call, at least not anyone suspicious. I will teach the dog a lesson, and we will leave him in the filth. I will make sure that we will win, and I will make sure that he remembers them when the fire begins to fade for the fallen and the afraid. We are not to let them die in vain. Can you remember them too, glorious misfits? We're the ones who carry on the flames of those who've gone, and our comrades will not die in vain now. Anyways, shall we bring back the poetry? I will read one that I have posted on Tumblr. I love that site. I wanna live, not just survive. I know deep down I'll survive, but I want to live, be happy, and be able to feel genuine emotions, because I too have a destiny. My death will be art. People will speak of this day from near and afar, wishing someone so pure could die like this. I screamed so loud, I screamed too much to a God that didn't exist. I don't know why I believed in a higher being. I want to be like everyone else, because everyone needs something to believe in. Something. Perhaps the higher being is hidden deep in ancient texts, perhaps in ancient tales from another place. I look up and acknowledge that heaven doesn't exist. I look down and acknowledge that hell isn't a place down there, but another place entirely. Perhaps after we die, our soul gets recycled to another body? Or do we go to the underworld and get judged based on our action there? Maybe there are multiple gods out there waiting to be reached out and be followed like ancient times. I only know that I'm here, I'm alive, and I will figure myself out because I want to break free, and the wings I will grow will be wings of freedom and self-expression, and not plastic wings that were forced onto me, because I am free from religion, free to choose who I will be, free to express myself. I am free, and I have hope for my future, because when I look up, I see the bright sun, and I am filled with happiness, and I am no longer clouded by my past. I wrote that because I felt lost, but while I wrote it, I felt I somewhat realized how much I grew, not just physically, but my rage grew with it. And one day the rage I keep inside me will turn into something beautiful. Anyways, if I don't come back, please remember me in the moonlit skies, to watch for stars and the guiding constellations that will follow you on your path. Remember me in the dark, because I will remember you in the light. I must thank all of you for listening to my calls and my voice, because I hope I will be able to continue to listen to yours. See you on the flip side, glorious misfit and child of the stars. I'm not supposed to be talking to you. Not now, not here. But silence has teeth, and it bites harder than the truth. I've been moving between shadows through the starless skies. It's quieter here. I'm surprised. There is even a signal here, but there's a hum that you might not hear. I don't know who else is listening, but if you are, glorious misfit, lean closer, listen to every word. You need to hear this. I found something, or rather, something found me. You wouldn't believe it. Well, I found the room, or the room found me. No windows, only a desk, and a few chairs, and strange mirrors. The mirrors showed me pieces of myself I buried. Pieces I didn't recognize were hidden deep inside me. And something else. I think the mastermind left breadcrumbs. Like a cold joke. And the joke is the deepest part of who makes me. Me. It mainly shows a younger version of myself and the version of me when Kieran died. I don't know how the mastermind did this. I have no idea why this was so hidden. But I feel like I'm being watched. Wait, I promised you a game, didn't I? Well, let's play, but not yet. Not until I get out the final piece. What if I ask you a question I've never have ever to pass the time? Do you ever feel like you're being rewritten, Close Misfit? Like the person you were 11 months and 20 days ago was a draft, and this version of you was just a redacted version of them, of the person you wanted to be alongside forever. I keep rewriting myself. I'm under depth, tense drafts, and still I don't feel done. I want to feel free. I want to touch the hiding stars. I want to float around stars without any worry around anymore. But I know one thing now. The end, it isn't a wall or a message on a billboard. It's a tunnel. If I keep crawling, there will be a way out. Even if I have to dig it out with my own hands, I will do it because I am the seed and you're the reaper, dear mastermind. You know who you are. I hope you find some peace of mind in this lifetime. I just want to hear you tell them the truth, to tell everyone the truth, that you never cared about justice. Or you once dead and now you're so corrupt that you're nearsighted. I hope you find some paradise. You know why? I might have been going to something. For 355 days I have going to something. Be afraid. That's why. This isn't over, you know. I always wondered, why don't presidents fight a war? Why do they always send the poor? But now I understand. Why? Because presidents, or in this case, masterminds like you, are blindfolded by a pride and send those you have collected to fight for you. It's going to be an endless night for me, a long goodbye. Emotions wash over me as I realize a few things, sending warmth from the tips of my fingers to the top of my head as I stare at the bright moon above me. The cute days went by quickly like quicksand. The things I imagined that day, the color of my dreams, gradually got darker by each passing day. And I understand that I'm currently alone. I don't know how long. I don't know for how long I'll be alone. I don't know for how long I'll be like this. I hope I will get out of this hell soon. I'm looking off to the side, so casually I look at the crossroad that have passing people while the sun is going down. A memory that I have grown accustomed to by now. And I came to understand that this isn't the end. So Star Child, if you are listening, please look for the brightest star in the sky and let me follow you along to the brightest future we could have. And glorious misfit, shine bright, reach your full potential. Do it for me while I'm gone. Do it for us. Do it for everyone. This isn't the end. This isn't the end. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Please. Are you still with me? I do hope so. I thought I lost the signal again after the last episode. Or maybe I just lost myself for a minute. It feels like time keeps breaking around me like glass. Each shard reflects a version of me I don't remember choosing, but I pieced something together. Something I think you need to hear. Please listen closely and please don't disappear. The room with the mirrors. I came back to it. It's magnetic. It's magnetic. And to my surprise, it's still here and it's changed. Now the reflections talk back. They whisper in voices I recognized but don't trust. My voice, Kieran's voice, and sometimes yours, Star Child. Sometimes even theirs, the mastermind's voice. These voices are so familiar yet so unfamiliar at the same time. And one thing, the mastermind has left something behind. A file, real or not, related to the notebook that was found a while ago or not. I opened it. And glorious misfit. It had dates, plans, names. I didn't even try erasing from my memory. Mostly from smear falls, they were all claimed to be alive or missing, one way or another. And my name was included. I was portrayed as someone who was dangerous, way too curious, way too snoopy. I'm just an accidental expense, just a wildcard in someone else's game, but guess what? Wildcards born best when the deck is stacked. And now the cards are laying one on top of another, waiting to be used. You all are playing my game now. Every single one of you. I will teach you all the lessons nobody could give. Nothing is waiting for you on the other side than an empty void, which is your heart. It's almost like the moon split itself into two, and the stars crumbled and fell into the sea like fireworks, just to make you look good. But deep inside your heart, you're nothing without us, without your little soldiers. This isn't what justice is anymore. You took the word justice and ripped it apart and disguised it as whole, like your bottomless void inside your heart. This isn't over. This isn't about your game anymore. You watched us play our part. You watched us dance and sing. You didn't want to fall apart like kids who never seem to scream. The power wasn't meant to be yours, and now we will get to play all day. But can we play my way? I will watch you fall apart. I will watch you gush and bleed. You had a beating heart, and that will end with a little scream. You know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you, dear mastermind. I know you're watching me. I know you're listening to me. I know. You watch us rip apart things that were meant to be ripped apart by piece. You watched us dance gaped puppets revealing hearts and strings made of magnetic tape. You wanna know how I feel? I'm tired. Being redacted. I'm tired of my past, and I'm tired of the obstacles ahead of me. I want to be free, so here's my rewrite. I was not born from silence. I was born from screaming, from fire, from the hands that refused to let go when the world turned its back. I am not your pawn, dear mastermind. I am your glitch, your crack in the code, your overdue reckoning. And glorious misfit, if you're still hearing this, write your name on the mirror tonight. Watch who stares back. Ask them what they're hiding. We're all reflections until we shatter the glass. Then we become something new, something free. Next time, and Star Child, if you're still here, I'll tell you what I saw in the file, the part that had your name on it. Until then, keep the lights low, and if they come knocking, don't answer. They're not entirely human, and the stars are more humane than them. Watch out. You're still there, aren't you, Star Child? Did someone write your name on the mirror? Or did you? Or maybe you did write your name on the mirror. I decided to visit the room again. Your name was written in big red letters, Star Child. Now you're not sure if you came back the same, aren't you? I can't blame you. The ones who stare too long into the glass rarely stay whole. So tell me, who were you before forgetting, before they rewrote the sky and renamed the stars? Who are you now? Are you a child of the cosmos? A child of the deepest parts of the sea? Possibly a child of the land itself? Just don't forget I know who you are, Star Child. We know each other. You know my identity, and I know yours. Sorry about my tiny monologue about the Star Child. It's a long story, but I found something else alongside the file. Do you remember the station Echo Bridge? You don't. Of course you don't. I never told you about it. So on the radio, at least the one I have, has other channels alongside the one I have, and one of them was Echo Bridge. I also figured out that it was an underground station for some people. Echo Bridge was great for communications between underground society, specifically the leaders, deals, peace offerings, that sort of stuff. And the radio show disguised itself as an innocent radio show, reading books for people and debating about things like every I don't know how to explain it, but it was all a lie. After all, there were codes, secret languages only a few knew. But I saw what they left in the data stream. It was a message, just 4 words over and over again. I know the way, over and over again, in every language, and suddenly silence. They called it a system malfunction, but I've learned the truth, glorious misfit. That silence was someone screaming out for help. So now I wonder, what is your way? Because if what I pieced together is right, you weren't just watching all of this unfold. You were trying to undo it. You saw the cracks long before I did, before any of us did. You left a trail. One I think we're supposed to follow, but you knew, Mr. Mastermind. You always knew. That's why your name was in red, not black, not crossed out. Red, knotted, dragged, frightening. Showing at the top of the file, documenting everyone and everything. But here's the thing, I ran that file through every deciphering tool I could find, all the code breakers, analog converters, that sort of stuff. But buried underneath layers of corrupt sentences and phrases filled with code led me to check the computer someone has placed inside the room before I visited this time. I don't know when they had the time. I don't know who it was. Maybe it was the little mastermind. But who knows? But when I visited, I checked the computer first of all, but there was a file with another fragment of the truth that nobody tells you. This time not a phrase, not a scream, a voice, not mine, but a mastermind's. Just 3 seconds of it, distorted, like it was pulled from some deep place in time. You said, they're already here. And suddenly everything makes more sense and less sense at the same time. Because if they're already here, and I am supposed to believe that, I think, but that means we're not just watching a system fall apart. We're inside the collapse. We're inside of we pieces of it, and maybe just maybe we're the ones meant to put it back together and make it better. But how do we rebuild something that was never whole to begin with? Something that rusted over time. You wrote the star. You rewrote the stars. But what if we can rewrite the ending? What if silence wasn't just a scream, but a countdown? Patience might be our virtue. It might be a key to this, but what if patience will kill you? How would we rebuild ourselves and rebuild something so big at the same time? What if patience isn't the key? But what is the key? Determination? Discipline? Or sheer will? I need time to think that truly. Next time, I'm going back to Smith Falls, or what's left of it. It's a risk, but I know they'll be waiting. But the truth doesn't hide forever; it haunts me. I have decided to hunt them back. Until then, glorious misfit, keep your mirrors covered. They're listening through the reflections now. They'll know you're waking up. They know you're figuring out the truth. Don't give them your name again, not until you choose what it means. That also applies to you, Star Child. Until we meet again. Oh, Devilman, what have you done? The fire doesn't sing, and the rain won't come. You tore the spirit from everyone, blindsided by power, blindfolded from what's to come. He's coming for me. I found all the pieces to the puzzle, but soon the pieces will be scattered across the room for me to rebuild. Hi, glorious misfits. I hope this finds you well. I returned to Smith Falls again and collected the true final piece. It's hard to explain, but there were many posters around saying danger. It just said danger most of it about, or it was missing posters of people that were once in Smith Falls, but currently Smith Falls is being destroyed to the ground, not by the past of fire and ashes, but actual people. They're gonna take it all down, what's left of it, and the past is being erased for me. I don't know if I should be happy or sad, but at least I tried, and I know I have the ability to move on now, and now I will move on again. You don't need to fully know what is the final piece of the puzzle the true motivator of the finale. But I also returned to the room for the final time. I know this is my final time because he found me. The mastermind has found me. I, I didn't get to clarify, or I was too obvious. The mastermind was, he was the founder of the society. We all know the truth by now.
Unlock this door. I know what you're planning.
Yvonne, Kate, Jill, Sam, Echo, Charlie, Tori, Aled. Everyone knows. Everyone knows. I've always been such a naive fool who expects good things to last forever. But in the blink of an eye, I lost everything that used to be around me. And now I have this. Good things don't often last. That at least this kind of good. And you are the worst kind of good because you're not even great. I mean, you're great once, but you would never be great again. Your power trip is over. This will end.
This isn't over. Let me in.
Time passes, everything changes, and the change might take away your whole world. But don't worry, it happens to the most powerful strength in the universe. It happens. That is strong enough to open up paths and bring hope. But for some of us, there will be a place for you in Taratos. As the smoke surrounds you and the voices from the mirrors enter my head, I started realizing that it was the past trying to guide me to the future. Because my journey isn't over. I think it's far from being over. But this chapter with you is the part that is ending. We'll all be waiting for something to change. But we realize that patience can kill you. Patience may be a virtue, but it can lead us to sin.
Stop spitting nonsense and come out, coward. You've always been a coward, and you'll always be a coward.
Maybe I am a coward, but at least I can still save myself if I'm smart enough or not. I may not save myself, but at least I would die for a good cause. Because it's almost like nobody's honest, nobody's real anymore. You can't trust anyone or anything. Emotions are humanity's fatal disease, and we're all dying. And you're already dead on the inside for now. And Glorious Misfit, be brave. Push on. You can still end this story the way you want, as long as you believe it. I will be a star watching you in the sky. Torches will go out, moonlight might dim, but this internal glow will light the path ahead of you. So, do not be afraid. Please, I'm always with you, from afar and from nearby. And Star Child, you will be a child of the cosmos one day. Maybe you are already are, and I don't know it. I have a message for you though. You are my northern star, the brightest star in the sky, in the dark midnight skies, and I'm going to follow you until I'm safe. Thank you for sharing your light with me. Your grace will heal those you open up to. People move on quicker than I can comprehend. People forget you within days. They take new pictures to put on Facebook and they don't read your messages anymore. They keep on moving forward and shove you to the side because you make more mistakes than you should. Well, on one side I don't want to move on, but on the other side I am desperate to move on. I visited the now burned down base at least a few times. Everything around me seemed to burn down one way or another, which makes me wonder, why does this keep happening to me? I tried locating the room with the mirrors again, but every time I searched for the building, I heard voices telling me to go back, that I'm too stuck in the past. I guess I am, after all. All I can think about is the past. I sometimes cry at night because everything is now ruined. The deck of cards is now on the floor and the silence is deafening. It's almost like the radio has gone silent. On the flip side, I hope I'm even making any noise because I feel empty, numb. I could go on, but I don't. Everything I ever knew came crashing down like a sandcastle. First it was Smear Falls and its corruption, but deep down I do miss the town because it was my home. Now it's the Phoenix Underground Society, and it's kinda soothing that it would crumble down into ashes, because the Phoenix Board is often associated with renewal, with rebirth and resurrection. It got revived after burning itself by a funeral pyro. So will the Phoenix Underground Society revive itself? Will it bring itself back together to make something better? I don't know, but I have hope it will happen. I also did realize during this time that a part of me died in order to survive. The childlike part of me died in order to live in a world like this one. I may grow, but I'll never be the same. I guess I shouldn't come back searching for the past while taking steps into the future. Because when the snowflakes start falling on my vision turns to the sky. I know that the voices were right. I may be guided further into my path and make wise decisions because you, because black roses are blooming around me, symbolizing a farewell, but also a transformation and a rebirth into a new future, a brighter one, a future fueled by fire and passion, by people yearning for justice. Thank you, glorious misfit, for listening, for making sure my voice is heard from near and from afar. And thank you, Star Child, for keeping me company. You all are the best, and I appreciate you all. You saw me go through a long journey, and there's a lot more I would encounter. But now I think I'm ready to face the world head on with my experience and my passion for freedom. I know that freedom belongs to all sentient beings, and justice will be served on a silver spoon. See you soon, glorious misfits. I will miss you all.